Hey, welcome back to the Electrician's Tool Channel. Today I'm going to do a comparison between two multimeters that were ahead of their time when they first came out. And I mean, highly advanced multimeters. And what they have in common, besides being discontinued, uh, both of them had data logging. It was true RMS. And they were geared toward the electronic industry. I guess you would say electronic industry. No, I'll take that back. You can use it for both because it was feature packed. The one on your left will be by Ideal Industries, model number 61-633, and on your right will be the FLUKE 183. Again, I tell you, both of them have been discontinued. Both of them are featured packed. And I mean, they were way ahead of their time. Both of them right now got this one. It's a couple of years ago, well, a few years ago, and it was brand new. This one I got recently, and it's secondhand, or maybe third hand, don't know. But it's in great shape. That's great shape, except for the rubber protective boot have a little scuff marks on it, and that's about right, for a 20-year-old multimeter. This multimeter, the FLUKE 183, according to the data here, came out around 2000, the year 2000, maybe 99, 2000, but on there it says 2000. The ideal, according to the manual, is from December 2006. So it's a few years behind the 183. Now, just like the FLUKE, this one had, they had two. Well, no, this was a series of the 180 series of, for the FLUKE. They have 183, they have the 185, the 187, and the 189, okay? Ideal came in behind them, and they came out with the 61-6133, and I think they have a 61-65, and they have another one, 61-494 and 497. So this one was, I say, was a direct competition for these two, which is the FLUKE and the 183 and the 185. There was a direct competition. And then when the FLUKE came out with the 189 and 187, they came out with the 61494, and I think it's a 497 after that. And they look they look alike, almost. Some of the features do. But anyway, this meter here is, I think it's a company called APA made this meter here. And that's what's so strange about it. This meter here was made by a company, was rebranded from a company called APA, A-P-P-A, APA Instruments, I think that's it. And this one was made by FLUKE licensed Tektronix to make this multimeter for them. The multimeter that this is the direct clone from the Tektronix TX1 and the TX3. You can look those up. It looks exactly like this meter right here, a clone, except for the Tektronix has a blue rubber boot. And this one with the APA is gray. I think it's white. White or gray, light gray, with a gray background, with a gray rubber boot. Now, the leads here are the original leads that came with this meter. And here are the original leads that came with the FLUKE. No, guess what, y'all? Having them wrong. I'm on the wrong side. This goes with this one. This original leads goes with this one. And these are the original leads that goes with this one. I had them on two different sides. But anyway, and this would be the bag that came with it. And that would be the bag that came with this one, with the Ideal. So I'm trying to keep an original here. And I'm just going to do some comparisons. I'm going to do a few little minor tests with these, with this, and we'll just entertain ourselves. So let me get started. This power chip, some of y'all may remember this power chip. This is not like the Velcro material here. This is more like the vinyl, the plastic type. This is that old school pouch right here from FLUKE. Those of you who can remember, from FLUKE, that shiny plastic type, or not rubber or vinyl. The vinyl meter case, and this was still in good condition. And this goes with this one. I'm gonna put that on the side just to make room. This is from the Ideal Industries. It goes with this one, and there you go from the inside. Okay, the pockets on the side. It's that Velcro, no, Cadora type finish right here. It's made out of. It's really nice, really nice. Now, as I mentioned to one of my viewers, he commented, Mr. Lerms, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Shout out to Mr. Lerms. Lemers? Anyway, shout out to him. These I always print out my manuals because I like to keep them, because at times I like to go through it, read through it, take my time reading through it, and see what all the meter can do. As you know, this is a multimeter, and it does several things. Sometimes we'll buy a multimeter and just use it for one thing, which would be just volts. But this multimeter does several things. So, and I want to know how to, what it does, how to do it, and to see if it's working properly. So that's why I always print them out, and I always put all of my manuals for my instruments that mean a lot to me. My expensive instruments, I always print it out and put them inside of binders. So that's why you see these two up here. So I'm going to do a few measurements, and I don't have a lot. I'm going to just use this capacitor to test this little capacitor right here. I had a decade box, a resistance box right here. We're going to do a few tests with this. And I have some electrolytic capacitors up here. We're going to test some of these out, okay? And we'll just see how well it does. So I'm trying to find, this is what I use to shorten my capacitor out whenever I'm doing it, whenever I'm making my measurements with it, to short it out. Okay? So, enough of me rambling. Let's get to measuring stuff, and we'll see. Oh, let me talk about some of the, before I do, let me talk about the features. I didn't do that. Talk about the features. Let's do the Ideal first. We'll put the FLUKE in the back. The Ideal, you get volts AC/DC, got millivolts AC/DC. You have low volt ohms. You have continuity, diode, milliamps AC/DC, amps AC/DC, capacitance, you have hertz, and duty factor. You also have min-max, you have setup, store, your data logging, you have, I say min-max, you have peak, you have hold, auto hold, you have dB, and that's about it. Range, digit, backlight, and I guess for the bar graph. Let's see. Zoom, I guess, okay. Anyway, and it's the true RMS data acquisition multimeter. And this was Ideal labeled this multimeter as their technician's multimeter. Okay, So now the FLUKE here, the 183, have off, have volts, AC, DC, hertz, continuity, resistance, diode, capacitance, amps. Amps, I'm sure I have amps AC, DC. Yeah, amps AC, DC. And hertz, let's see, we have duty factor. Telling me probe check. I don't have any probes in it. But it says hertz, okay? And they have a range button. They have the range button over there. Auto hold, relative button right here. And min max. Have a few features on this one too. But to me, it looks as if, no. And both of them have data logging and interface. You can have a PC interface. Both of them have that. But I don't have it's called a plastic receptacle. And again, if any one of you guys have one of those, it's called, in the manual, it's called a plastic receptacle. It's a little black tab that sticks up through here that I can put like a FLUKE Connect onto it to hold, and I can, either, I guess, update the firmware in here or make it communicate with my computer. Now, the 189s also have that. So if you guys may have an old FLUKE 189 or 187 that have that piece, it's called a plastic receptacle. It's a little black piece that goes underneath here. Let me know if you're interested in selling it. And this one has the same thing. This has not the same thing, but it does computer data logging. Had the computer interface at the top. I have the cable and all, and the software. I don't use it or anything like that, but it does. You can data log with that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just do some minor tests with this, and I'm gonna put it on capacitance, and I'm gonna do this capacitor right here, and we'll just see what it says. What it's gonna. Okay, now I already shorted it out, and it's a 30 microfarad capacitor plus 5 for the fan, okay, and 30 for the Herm. And we're just gonna see. I'm gonna see if it holds when I put it on. Well, first I'm gonna do the 5 volts, and then I'm gonna do the Herm. Okay, so that's considered as 5 volts. 5 microfarads. And here we go. I'm gonna press the hold button. Oh, I guess I have to push it on this one afterwards. Okay, so let me see. 29.8, 29.9. I'm gonna give it a few seconds, and I'm gonna hold it. Y'all remember that reading right there? Okay, now this one takes also to run. It takes 2 AA batteries, and this one takes 1 9-volt battery. I don't like the 9-volt because I hate that hookup, that little cable that's in there. I don't like the 9-volt battery. At least I don't like the connections on this one for 9-volt batteries, but that's okay. Okay, guys, shorten this out. All right, remember 5 for the fan and 30 microfarads for the Herm. Okay, we're gonna do the fan first. 4.9, that's good. Now let's do the Herm. 29.8, 29.9. I'm gonna hold it for a few seconds, see if it the last time it changed. It didn't. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna just read the one number behind the decimal. I'm gonna say it's spot on, okay? And keep in mind, both of these, this meter here is 20, and this meter here 2006. So 2006, it'll be 14 years old. This meter here, it's pretty good. Now let's do a test with the electrolytic capacitors, and we'll see. Okay, this one right here is 330 microfarads. So let me see. And this is the idea of what I'm about to check now. 330 microfarads. Now, hold on. These, I'm using the wrong clips. They're not all the way on there. So what I'm going to do is use the FLUKE leads, since these clips go with that. So we'll do the FLUKE first. Then we'll come back and do the one for the, yeah, that's a better connection right there. Shut that out. Okay. Take it off the hole. Remember, 330 microfarads. $464 microfarads. Okay, so now let's do the, shorten this out. Let's do 463. Do I have no microfarads? Yeah. It's capacitance. Okay. Here we go. Point, let me get the range right. Points 463. That MF stands for no. The microfarad normally be UF. So, you guys are familiar. Well, microfarads. Okay. But that's normal. That's not the symbol for microfarad. Normally like a UF. But anyway, guys, let's do another little test and see. Just with the resistance box. And we'll see just how well this thing does. So, this we're gonna resistance. Okay. All right, let's try 400. Picking it up. That's 4K. Okay, let's try 40K. Okay, let's try 400K. Okay, let's try 3K. Good. Let's try 30K. Okay, let's try 20K. Okay, good. Let's try 10K. Good. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add them all up. Let's do 40K plus 30K, which would be 70, plus 20 should be 90, plus 10 more should be 100. Pretty good. It's good. For a 20-year-old meter, I think that's really good. So let's try this. All right. Let's do 40K. It's good. Let's do plus 30, which would be 70. Okay. Plus 20, which would be 90, right? 89. Okay, plus 10 more should be 99 or 100. That's wonderful, y'all. That's wonderful. So, I give them both a thumbs up. I give them both a thumbs up and performing very well under these circumstances to be that old and still that accurate. So, guys, I'm not set up to do no other tests except these little minor tests right here now on this little bench. But the main thing I wanted to do is just show you guys my a little blast from the past and the appreciation that I have for high quality test instruments and tools and things like that on this channel. So I want to thank you guys as always for allowing me to take up a little bit of your time and you guys hanging in there. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and you want to, please do so. If you think that you benefited from it, you know someone else who could, well, you know, share it with them. But again, I just want to thank you guys for allowing me to take up your time and hanging here with me. In the meantime, you guys take care and peace out. Oh, one more thing before I do. Well, one more thing. I want to show you the backlights on these things right here. Show you the backlights. That's the backlight. For those of you who, and which one is the clearest to me? It would be the ideal. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. Later.